Hello Cobrats and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby. I am TryclydeTamer. Zinnia wants us to meet her at the Sky Pillar, so let's enter it. Alrighty. I might need to put up a repel unless one is already up, I don't know. There's gonna be a few Pokemon encounters, or there are rather. I don't want to talk like bad grammar like my father. I don't really think there's hidden items. There are pretty obvious visible items, so let's go ahead and do that. And oh man, the music is pretty righteous in here. So you came for me. Thanks for that. It's really good, T2. I'm really feeling it, right here. Since you've been a good boy, I think I'll give you something I've been keeping. No, I'm not going to be maintaining a British voice just because I said I'm really feeling it. Look, the paintings that cover the walls of this tower. See, these are the history of humanity, of Pokemon, and of nature itself. They're the tales that have been passed down by my ancestors, the Draconids, for thousands of years. And now, I will pass that history and lore on to you. So we got a little bit of storytelling. This video might be a little bit long. Thousands of years ago, in the Primal Age long lost, the world was overflowing with natural energy. Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre fought over that energy in endless, furious clashes. In the face of Primal Groudon and Kyogre's great power, people could do nothing. The only choice was to watch as disaster upon disaster swept over them. It was in such a time that a great many meteoroids poured from the darkness of space, from places higher even than the heavens, and the meteoroids fell in their multitude upon a waterfall that had long been home to a tribe of Dragon-type Pokemon users. Let's see where this is going. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the first chapter of my tale. I'll tell you the next part of the story on the next floor. Look forward to it. And there's a few floors to go through. Oh yes, I do need to put up repel. Okay, more story time. We could climb from there, but I want to go a little bit back this way because there's something we can grab over here because debris all over the place. Going all the way back here will get you a dragon scale. That'd be pretty helpful. Sorry, my voice is getting pretty scratchy. I might be getting a bit of a cold, I don't know. And there's the next day I'm recording it. I did wake up a little bit early as well. As I was kind of trying to say that Dragon Scale would help me evolve a shiny Seadra I have an Alpha Sapphire into a King Drake. I'm pretty sure I do have a Dragon Scale there anyway, I don't even know. And I did get a shiny Machop as well, so I could get a Machamp from that. Oh, here you are! Yes, I am here, Zinnia, with all these voice cracks. Let me continue. It's finally time for Chapter 2. Here we go. I see a team up there. Oh, that's right. Ha, I know you're thrilled. Well, I sure am. The meteors shone with a rainbow brilliance as if some great life was held within. That was when, as if drawn by the brilliance, a Pokemon that shone in a blazing emerald hue descended from the heavens. That Pokemon was none other than Rayquaza. Rayquaza's power overwhelmed that of the two primal Pokemon, and peace returned to the world. The people of Hoenn revered Rayquaza as a true savior. 1,000 years after this time, the meteoroids once again fell. A huge meteoroid, far greater than any before, struck the planet, boring deep into the ocean and leaving behind it a crater larger than any other. The land born of this event later became known as Sootopolis. And that is it. Chapter 2 is over. But we've only just left the starting line. There's a long way yet. Don't fall behind now. I don't plan to, Zinnia. I had to cut away so we don't have to see your climbing the ladder animation. I just look like a spider, and if I were to like turn the screen to the side, I'd just feel like I'm army crawling or whatever. What Pokemon probably even is that? I think it's Mawile, because it can only be Claydol. Now, our tale reaches the best part. Sootopolis was born from a great meteoroid strike. The great meteoroid was the first of many disasters to befall humanity. When it plunged into the planet, the land cracked beneath it and a great welling of natural energy poured from beneath Hoenn. Thirsting for that energy, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon once again awoke. The people had a wish, a memory from 1,000 years before. They wished that the legendary Pokemon clad in emerald light would appear again. The huge meteorite that lay at the heart of Sootopolis gave off a boundless brilliance. In its brilliance, it resembled a vast and powerful keystone, and once again, Rayquaza descended from whence it came in the heavens. The people fell to their knees before Rayquaza and made a wish for salvation. As they did, a great change came over the legendary Pokemon. It was enveloped in blinding light. As the light receded, they beheld a Rayquaza beyond all knowledge. A sublime figure, incandescent with overwhelming life force. It's getting pretty interesting indeed. It was humanity's wish that brought about Rayquaza's transformation in the face of the Rainbow Stone. Yes, a wish, an intangible thing, invisible to the eye. Yet this wish bound people and Pokemon together, enabling the legendary Pokemon to change its appearance. Doesn't it remind you of something? That's right, it sounds like Mega Evolution, doesn't it? Yes it does, Zinnia. I need to grab a drink of water before I climb too much farther. It seems because it's Labor Day weekend and I'm like getting all these strange feelings when it's happening, that I was able to walk around right there, get to the TM. Let's go over this way a little bit, got a little bit of walking before we can hear more of the story. See, the TM's like over there, isn't it? Actually, I might have to climb higher. And how did the story end? After being transformed by the wish of the people, did Rayquaza save them from disaster? Did it? Or did it not? Rayquaza once again confronted Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. The golden filaments that sprang from its body covered the sky. An emerald brilliance illuminated the area. A terrible wind rose. The wind and emerald light visibly sapped the power from Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Drained of their primal powers, the two vanished into the depths of land and sea. Rayquaza watched them go, regaining its usual appearance. Then it soared back into the heavens where it dwelled. A witness to the series of events, a tall visitor from a distant land said, "It is the Delta, born of the great disturbances in this world. By the bonds born of mankind's wishing the power of stones, it will calm the troubles that plagued the world." That was when the Draconids constructed their great tower to hold the rainbow stone that had granted Rayquaza its power, and to try to get a little bit closer to Rayquaza in the heavens above. To record the history of their trials and the great feats of mighty Rayquaza for all to know, they left behind the murals you see here. And they're pretty gnarly murals. A giant tower and paintings of the past. You know, I feel like I've seen something like that recently. But now, I suppose it's time to the last chapter in our tale, as we climb up even further. Climbing up this ladder once more, even though it's the first time we're climbing this specific ladder. Still can't walk around. So inconvenient so that I can't get around to the wonderful items. Here's Zinnia again. At last we reached the final chapter. 1,000 years of peace followed after that disastrous time. But the Draconid people, learning from their long history of cyclical nature, foretold that the meteoroids would fall on this land again. The meteoroid to come, they prophesied, would be far greater than those that had come before it. This meteoroid would be great enough to break the world forever. In order to prevent this great calamity, those who held the knowledge of the past arrived at a plan. Their plan was to invoke Rayquaza, the great savior, and summon it to this land before the meteoroid could strike. And that's it. That's the end of the Draconid's tale. I spent a long time thinking about how I could protect the happiness of as many people as possible. What I must do, as one who holds both the knowledge and the power, one who bears the heavy wishes of those who could not live up to that fate. Well, I had to be really creative, you know. All that happening, let's go over this way so we can climb down this ladder. It's a path of debris to take, very convenient ladders, but it all results in a TM. So let's swivel around in order to grab the TM, if I can find the right place to do it. Here we go, we climb up this thing. TM64, explosion. At last, let's climb this ladder. And we're in another part of the Sky Pillar, the Dragonheart Altar. This is where we've seen Zinnia at the start of the Delta episode. See that, Aster? You always wanted to watch them, right? The Leonids. A million glittering stars falling from the sky. The show is about to start. Mer. Aren't we happy now? Yes, what could be better, dear Aster? Haha! Welcome to the Dragonheart Altar. T2. You know what I'm trying to do here by now, don't you? That's right. I will summon Rayquaza to this world to destroy the meteoroid headed for Hoenn. That is it is our duty. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always turned my eyes up to the sky. When I was so full of uncertainty that I felt my heart might be crushed by it, when I was so grief-stricken and alone I thought my heart might break of it, I turned and looked up there, so that my tears would never, ever fall. What about you? Have you ever had to do something like that? I have. Right. I used to watch the stars like this all the time, together with Aster. We were always together, in good times and in bad. I loved her. I loved her with everything I had. But I still lost her. Haha. I want to see her. I want to be with her again. My sweet Aster. I will, won't I? With this. Just a little longer. You got some great storytelling, Zinnia. Mer. Guess I should say good morning. You slept well, didn't you? You look so adorable when you sleep. Sorry about the knocking you out thing. I don't know what your reasoning for that is. Enough. I think it's time I gave it a shot. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. If something happens to me, please, take this little one. Okay, here I go. With jewel bright and borrowed might from the spirits of the departed. Through sacred right and thy great sight, my life as well I offer. The keystones as Zinnia holds are giving off a blinding light. I summon thee to aid this fight and save us from disaster. Realize them upon this world. For this do I summon thee. Rayquaza! There it is. Rayquaza! I did it! I did it! Now the world will be saved! Aster, I did it! Great Rayquaza, hear my wish. Achieve your Mega Evolution. Take hold of your true power. Show me your true face, the Rayquaza that will save this planet. Zinnia's keystone does not react. Huh? How can this be? I gathered all the keystones that could withstand your great power, and summoned you here. You came, and yet, why? Come on, do it! Mega Evolve! Why won't you? Zinnia's keystone does not react. Rayquaza does not approve. What? It can't be. The one without enough power is you, Rayquaza? The meteorites that should lie within Rayquaza's great body aren't enough? Have these 1,000 years drained them of their power? This can't be. I can't. Everything I've done till now. Aster, I can't take any more. T2's meteorite suddenly began to glow. That's... The glow of T2's meteorite grew even stronger. What? That meteorite is just like a megastone? Rayquaza swallowed T2's meteorite. Light is spilling forth from within Rayquaza's body. Whoa! Swallowing meteorites allows it to store as much power as a megastone. Your meteorite summoned forth the power needed for Rayquaza to Mega Evolve. Ha! It's amazing! T2! Rayquaza is trying to build up power. It wants power for itself to take you on. Use everything you've got and win over Rayquaza. You have to master it. This is the legendary Pokemon that all Hoenn views as our great protector. And the only one who can direct it now? It's you! You have to do this. Well, it's up to us now. Let's go ahead and save before this because Rayquaza is a very powerful being. And we don't want to mess this up. We do actually have to catch Rayquaza. If we didn't have any Pokeballs with us, Zinnia would give us an Ultra Ball. Let's go. It's time for battle. The music is already playing, so we can just sit around with it like this, and then we can go into battle with it. With an Emerald Light, it's time to battle Rayquaza. Sending out Statica first, because I want to get off this Thunder Wave, even though Rayquaza can indeed use Rest, at least I think again, should be able to, because that's how it is in all the other games, and from what I remember it does learn that, and it's pretty much the same as the one we've gotten from the Mystery Gift and all that stuff. So, Thunder Wave right on it, and I'm going to use Flash. I don't think Rest will recover the lowered accuracy it has. It's building up Dragon Dances to increase its attack and speed, which can definitely be intimidating, especially because I'm in level 50s, and Rayquaza is a legendary Pokemon with great power. It knows Outrage, if I remember correctly. It does also know Fly. It's not very effective on Statica, but with the extra stuff it's gotten, it would still do a decent amount of damage, so how about I go ahead and switch into Strange, just so I can withstand this to the best of my ability. Bam! Here it comes right down. Still does a relative chunk of damage. A Rock Slide shouldn't be able to take this thing down. It's level 70 and I'm only level 53. Even if I did even train all the much I did, it shouldn't do too much. Just a little bit over half of the damage, and that's super effective. How about I give it an Iron Head? It's probably going to want to use Rest when it gets to lower HPs, so I might actually want to get to where I'm using Fast Swipe. Alright, Iron Head is down to that point. Can I go ahead and start throwing balls? I just want to get it down to 1 HP, so how about I do that? Let's go into Getster. It's probably going to be using Rest here. I mean, if it's asleep, that's actually all the more better, because sleep is a little bit better than paralysis in terms of status stuff. Just wanting to use Fly again, so switching back and forth. Back to Strain we go to take the damage. Getster definitely wouldn't be able to take it that much, and it's paralyzed, so it's not able to hit me anyway. No, I don't want to go to HP, PB Restore items. I want to go to all this stuff. I could use a Master Ball, but I have something different planned. And I actually do have a Rayquaza registered because I got that shiny one and also previous ones that I've just kind of sent in for whatever reason, so repeat balls could definitely help me out. I'm not exactly sure they're right when I already have stuff, but first ball thrown catches Rayquaza. How about that? Must be a little bit easier to catch since you are kind of supposed to do it in order to progress the story. No, I don't want to nickname it. It's been transferred to box 2. Rayquaza wishes to join your party. Please select a Pokemon to send back to your PC boxes. It's a whole rift in time and space or something. I don't really need Omega Spirit around here. You are my highest level Pokemon, and I don't plan to use you with what's going on. So let's send her away and get Rayquaza added to the party. Is it over? Meh. Congratulations, T2, and thank you. History has chosen you. The truth remains that Rayquaza chose you and not me, but, well, I don't know how to put it into words exactly. I think I understand why. You will be successor to our long history now, and I pass to you the final key to Rayquaza's true power, the move that only it can learn, Dragon Ascent. Rayquaza succeeded to the power of Dragon Ascent. That's it then. I guess it's time that I do my last task as Lore Keeper. You have obtained Rayquaza's power for your own. Now I will have you prove to me that you can master that power. In battle. That is the final duty of the last Lore Keeper of the Draconid people. Show me that you can exceed it the entirety of history that we have clung to until today. Phew. My pulse. I can feel it racing. Yes, I'm feeling totally pumped. Ah! This is it!